Hey everybody. Well, I hope y'all are doing good down here on the Arkansas River. Just fishing around a little bit today. Got a little time to go and been chucking my old spinnerbait around and a crankbait and pitching a jig and catching me a few bass today and just having a fine time. It's a wonderful day out. It's so beautiful, warm. And, when I'm out here by myself, I do a lot of thinking, and I wanted to share a story that happened to me the last day out at Pickwick. And I think it's really relevant right now with the amount of hate that's going on out there, and sure enough, hate against these young anglers. Well, as you know, I came in 20th place, and I would say 15 of the ones above me were all very, very young. And the last day when I came in, and now you gotta understand, the whole time, every one of them I interacted with the entire week were ultra kind to me. They were nice, respectful, just really cool. But the last day came in, tied my boat in, and you kind of got a assigned spot when you come in on those days. And I'd went and weighed my fish and come back down there, and I was kind of straightening up my boat and kind of winding down the tournament, and these two young men, they were 2 or 3 boats down from me. They come walking down and they introduced themselves and they asked me how I did, and I said I only caught one, and they're like, "Oh man!" And then we just sat there and talked for a minute. He says, "Man, the one was like, dude, we love your boat, dude. We love what you're doing. We love your videos. We think it's super cool." And just kind of went into that a little bit. I was like, "Wow, I appreciate that." Now, this kid's probably 20 maybe, and 20, mid-20s maybe, young. And the two of them just kept talking, and finally the one goes, "Did you catch them on spinnerbait this week?" And I was like, "Yeah, practically every bass I weighed come on spinnerbait." I said, "They wouldn't hit it very good today, but that's okay." And he goes, "Yeah." He said, "I caught a 7-pounder yesterday on a spinnerbait. They were wanting it." And he hesitates for a minute. He goes, "But it wasn't like you." And I was like, I kind of looked at him kind of funny. He's like, "Man, I scanned over onto a stump and they're at fish set, and I threw a spinnerbait over there and she bit it. So it's not the same. That's what you're doing." It was probably one of the most respectful things I've had anybody tell me in a long time. This was from a very young person. He said, "It's just different. It's not what you're doing." And the amount of respect they had for me and the way I fish, and they're like, "Hey, it's just, you got to do it." And I'm like, "I understand, man. I ain't going to hate on you about it. It is what it is." And, these competitors, I think about when I was 20, I'm telling you, I would have had that stuff strapped on the front of my boat because I wanted to win it all, whatever it took. So if that was the rules of the game, I'd be there winning. I'd have it. I'd be using it. I'd be learning how to do it. Where I'm older now, I'm okay with coming in 20th trip after trip or just hanging in there. I'm okay with that. And I'm going to tell you why I'm okay with it. You see, those kids respect me, and I respect them. You see, I don't hate on them for the way they do things because I want to keep my ability to be an influence on them. You see, right now, I can still have an influence on so many of these young people. I haven't condemned them for the way they fish and condemned them for winning a tournament younger than I ever did. Could you imagine what would have happened if we'd have told Stanley Mitchell when he was 21, "Hey, man," if Ray would have looked at him and said, "You can't win the Classic, you're too young." Think about that. Ridiculous. That's ridiculous thinking. So right now, we got individuals out there that have had a lot of influence in the sport of bass fishing, but they have lost all their influence. There's people my age and older that I've respected and thought the world of, that they'll never have influence over me again because I do not have respect for them and their behavior during all this time. You see, I want to keep that ability. And if that means I come in 20th, I never win another tournament, if I can keep that ability and I can be like the old Guido Hibden in the old days, and a young person might look at me and go, "Hey, man, I need some advice," and I can be that person, darn right. That's doing something right there. See, that's the way I look at it. That's why I don't take some hard stances on things. Back when I was younger, I did some of that, and it hurt me. It hurt some friendships, and I'm not willing to do that. Some other people out there need to start thinking about that. Do you want to keep your influence? And maybe you need to catch bees with honey, not hate. Nobody likes being barraged. Nobody likes being beat over the head. Even your old pet donkey don't like getting beat over the head with a stick to do something. It doesn't work. That's the way I see it. The other thing is, I'm going to share that in a different video because I got a story around something here. I'm going to do that in a different video. But, you go, young men. I got you back. I'm here for you. I'll listen. Keep doing what you're doing. As long as they allow you to do it, you do it. That's the way it works. That's the way the world works. And I'll keep doing what I do. It's because it's what I enjoy. It's fair enough. Just my take. Let's all just fish. It doesn't matter how we catch them. Catch y'all later.